An unusual storm is approaching and it's about to change everything for Anna. After a short circuit at her workplace mysteriously transports her to an alternate world, she meets a crew of female soldiers caught in an endless war. Along a strange and rugged coastline, men face the stark truth lurking behind damsels who appear to be in distress. Under the leadership of Marcia, Anna trains as a fearless sharpshooter and discovers a newfound freedom in this uninhabited sisterhood. Soon she senses that she may not be the ruthless killer they expect, though. Time is running out for her to find her path home. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back into another Fanatic Film Review. I am Jack, the host, and thank you for checking out the channel. Today, we are back with another review from Sundance. This was a film that I had heard very high praise for, one that I was looking forward to, directed by Karen Shinore, and that is Mayday. So, without further ado, let's just hop into it. So, the first thing I want to talk about here is this is a very trippy, dreamlike movie. There's not, the story's there, but it's like, you feel kind of euphoric. The whole feel and vibe of the film was very euphoric, and I kind of dug that at points. The whole time, not the entire time, but there were points where I was like, this is nice. I kind of like this. But the first real main thing is there are some solid performances in here. I won't say they're all fantastic. Quick disclaimer off the front, I do not think this is a fantastic film. I think it's run-of-the-mill. I think it's pretty good. But there are two really good performances in here, and they are from Grace Van Patten and Mia Goth. They are both fantastic. They have great chemistry together. They work very well as co-stars because I feel like it's both of their stories. They are both struggling for complete opposite things. Grace Van Patten, who plays Anna, wants to get home. Mia Goth, who plays Marcia, doesn't want to leave. She never wants to leave. She wants to stay in this dreamscape forever. Now, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but things happen and one person gets the way they want, the other person is not happy. But they are fantastic, especially Mia Goth. I think she's so good in this film, very believable, brings a lot of great emotion to the table, and I was blown away because I don't recognize her from anything I've ever seen before. She may be in a TV show that I've seen, but I don't think so. I looked her up on Letterboxd, and anything that she had been in, I'd never seen. So this is the first time I'm seeing her, and I think she's far and away the best part of this film performance-wise. I think she's absolutely fantastic. The next thing is you get some very interesting direction here. And it all kind of goes back to the euphoric kind of vibe of the film. Now, besides that, it's beautifully shot. I think it's a very beautiful film. There's some really nice cinematography throughout. I like the set design. I mean, being on this rugged coastline for pretty much the entirety of it, and then in like a docked submarine that can't go anywhere. I really dug that, and that added to the story a lot. But again, going back to the direction, I feel that it was relatively sound. I think that they were able to bring out the emotions really well, and the feelings of the film. Again, I'm going to go back and say it again, that euphoric type, dreamlike feeling. You really felt that in this environment, in this space during the film, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. I really, really, truly enjoyed that. And there are some themes and concepts in here that I really liked. Now, my biggest thing is that I'm kind of half and half on the writing. There are some concepts that I'll talk about in a sec that I love, and then there are some that I either didn't understand or wasn't really getting. But I mean, the themes that I really enjoyed that really worked with me were about life and about there being a brighter side or light at the end of the tunnel. That's something that was at the forefront in this film, because our main character Anna, it's become abundantly clear that she is going through some tough times, and she doesn't see the point of being in the world or living. and she feels that if she's in this state, I'm not going to get into details on where she is or what happened, but being in the state, she feels like she's free. She feels like she got all the freedom in the world. She doesn't have to worry about anything. When in reality, life is great. You know, obviously there is some bad. I'm not going to say that everyone's life is peachy keen, because that's not true at all. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, and if you feel like you're going through something, it can get better. And that's something that really struck me in this film, really hit me in the back of the head, and I really liked that. I liked that part of the writing. And you know, it's kind of like I already said already. I think, you know, overall it's a very well directed film. The performances from those two are really good, and those themes, I really enjoy those themes. I think they are in the forefront. They should be. They deserve to be, and it's great. But with the good comes the bad. There's some pacing issues with this film. Did check my watch a few times. I thought, hey, come on, let's kind of get through it. There were some scenes that I was like, oh, you know, I've kind of already done this. Like, let's move on. And with that euphoric kind of feeling, there were some parts where it felt like that is just kind of where we were. We were just kind of wading out in the ocean, just kind of floating, and didn't really know what was going on. And in some instances it's okay. Like, there were parts in the movie where I was like, okay, let's take a breather from what's going on, and yes, but then there were some points where I was like, hey, look, come on guys, we're dragging, we need to get moving. But it wasn't so, you know, blatantly bad that it was bad. And, you know, it's just some of the writing, I understand what they were going for, but it just didn't hit me. I guess it didn't hit me. The tone didn't hit me in some aspects. There's some themes that I wasn't the biggest fan of. But I mean, those are very minute details, because it's not like the leading themes. It's, you know, a lot about life and living life, and that's the part that I really like. And the ending, the ending, very mixed on the ending. I will be honest about that. I think it is relatively sound, but it's kind of up to interpretation. If you interpret it a certain way, I think you'll be more satisfied than if you did a different way. I tend to have I think I interpreted it in a way that was relatively satisfying, but it's kind of abrupt, and I wasn't really expecting that. And at that point, I did kind of want more. I wanted to see what our character was going to do with the opportunity she was given. I will not tell you what the opportunity is, but with the opportunity that it's given, I was curious as to what she was going to do, how she was going to use it. But, I mean, overall, it was kind of abrupt, and then it ended, and that's kind of it, guys. Let's hop right into the point breakdown. I'm going to get you guys out real quick. Let's get into it. So the entertainment, 17 out of 25. Like I said, relatively good. There were some parts I was like, I don't know, but not too bad whatsoever. The performance is 18 out of 20. Like I said, the two leads were really good, and I really enjoyed their performances. The direction, 8 out of 10. That euphoric experience, a lot of it came from the direction. I gotta give props to the director. Writing, 6 out of 10. Had some issues with it, not the end of the world. We'll move on. Emotions, 7 out of 10. Cinematography, 8 out of 10. Pacing, 3 out of 5. Rewatchability, 3 out of 5. And an automatic 5 out of 5 points. If you did the math, that means I gave Mayday a 75 out of 100. Hey, middle of the road. Not too good, not too bad, but it wasn't fantastic. But guys, let me know down below in the comments if you were at Sundance, if you saw this film, what did you think? Are my ideas about this correct? Am I crazy? Let me know down below in the comments. Go check out my blog, Fanatic Film Review. You get all of these reviews that I've been doing from Sundance. I recap every single day at Sundance with more in-depth reviews of each of these films. You can go check out my review of Mayday. See more of my thoughts. And go check out my Twitter. You get automatic, to-the-minute instant reactions after I watch a 2021 release that comes out. You could have seen my reaction to Mayday about a week ago when I first saw it. So make sure you go follow me on Twitter. We got a lot of really great things planned coming up, guys. I can't get into too much detail right now. I promise you there is something, I'm not going to say what, but there's something coming soon that will bring light to all of that, but I'm very excited. If you are new and you like any of the content you saw today or anything that you see on my channel, it would mean the absolute world to me if you consider dropping a like, commenting, and especially considering subscribing, because we're doing these pretty much every day, as many days as we can. If you enjoy that content, be the first to know when a new video goes live. But guys, that's pretty much it. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.